I thought I was even wearing the magic one. That wasn't even planned.
Hey?
When you're wearing the magic hoodie.
Look at that.
Didn't even plan it.
Yeah. At least we're not wearing the fucking same clothes.
No, we're good today. We're good today.
Thursday Thunder.
It is.
Adrian.
Yes.
30th of June.
Yep.
We're officially 1/3 of the way through winter. 2/3 still to go.
I know, and it's horrible.
And it's cold.
Yeah, it's today's better. I'm not wearing multiple layers. I only have one hoodie on today.
Yeah?
Yesterday I had two.
Okay.
And a scarf.
Yeah.
We went through this last week. I'm still cold. I'm still cold.
It is cold though.
Yeah.
Like, I've always said that I don't mind winter, but fuck, this winter so far, it's been brutal.
I love the cold because of the fact that you can warm up.
Well, that's right.
But when it's like this, it's hard to warm up. So,
Well, we've got the heater running above us at the moment.
That's very comfortable for me at the moment.
Very nice. What's been going on?
Well, prep, training, preparing for baby.
Yeah, that's right. Not long now. Yeah, we're all pretty excited.
We're very excited. So probably, hopefully, maybe the next one, just be like, hey, just a child there. No. Yeah.
Okay. I reckon I'm calling it. Next week, Friday.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. I've got my phone on silent right now, and I'm worried.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully,
Yeah.
should all be good. I mean, yeah, it's any day now. Yeah.
Well, it could be any day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's huge.
He's measuring a week bigger.
Yeah.
So that sort of pushes it back a little bit. So his due date was July 17th. So that pushes it back to maybe July 10th.
Yep.
So, and he could be preemie. I don't know. I hope so, because both me and Kia, my wife Kia, we both like, all right, he's ready to come out now. So yeah.
Yeah. I must admit, she's looking pretty good, Kia, still. Is she still doing stuff and everything?
Yeah, she's still plodding around, doing what she needs to do. She goes for walks every now and then. She wants to compete next year. So practically the minute he's out, she's going to start doing something. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's going to be very, very good. It's going to be a good change of pace.
Well, yeah, she did tell me that she wants to do the bikini mamas and get a photo on stage.
Yeah, that's all she wants. That's all she wants. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, what's new? Warfare Ripped. So we got the new updated formula of Warfare Ripped. Maybe Ari can put on the little
ingredients panel
just on there. But the whole formula has been totally reworked and revamped.
Yep.
And what happens is we'll do a full video on it.
Yep.
During the week. So we've got two flavours, grape bubblegum and raspberry flavours. So basically, in a nutshell, they've increased the energy component on it dramatically.
Yep.
So it's sort of like a pre-workout with the fat burning formula in there, but it's pretty unique. So we'll film either us or you and Ari film a proper review on it during the week.
Sounds good.
But that's available now. It's $79.95 and it's 60 scoops.
Fantastic.
So and also back in stock. Got the Magic Whey is back in stock. So that is now available. We've got it in 7 flavours. We've got banana ice cream, chocolate, ice cream, choc chip.
Yep.
Ice cream cookie shake, strawberry sprinkle, icing, vanilla, and Whey time.
Whey time is still my favourite protein flavour to this day.
Yep.
That is just fantastic.
Yeah, the Whey time flavour is pretty good. So that's back in stock. So it's basically just a Whey blend, isolate and concentrate. You're looking at 26 serves, 35 grams serve, and that's going to give you 26 grams of protein and only 4 grams of carbs, which is pretty much the typical Whey blend product.
Yeah, and with that one, you've got your added digestive enzymes in there as well. So in case you're a little bit lactose intolerant, just to help with the clearing of that lactate pretty easily.
That's right. Just helps with digestion. That's available in store now, and it's still $69.95.
Yep.
So thanks, Mike, for getting back on board with us. And also back in stock, we got the Magic Mushies are back in stock in 2 flavours.
This is something I've been waiting for.
It is one of the best nootropic products out there, I reckon.
I like the fact because I do believe it is still obviously 0 caffeine, which is the best thing about it, because with prep, I think my caffeine consumption has gone up exponentially, and sometimes you just need a little bit of a pick-me-up, and nootropics are one of those things that I do try using year-round because they do have a cumulative effect. The more you use them, the more benefits you do get out of it, especially with the reishi and the shiitake mushrooms. They actually accumulate in your blood, funnily enough, which is really funny. New study, actually. So the more you use it, the more beneficial it is for you. So once a day, once every couple of days, it does stay in there for a couple of hours. It has an elimination half-life of, I think, 2 days. So use it every couple of days, it does accumulate, and you do get those added benefits for longer, prolonged periods of time, which is fantastic, especially, tax time now, so you're going to need to use that brain a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I find these sorts of products, especially this one here, is something that I just take during the middle of the day, just to give you a little bit more focus, concentration. And it's one of those products that when you look back on it 3 hours later and you think, far out, I felt great.
You get this great hit of like mental clarity and dopamine as well, which is fantastic. It's one of the things I really do like about Magic Mushies. And a lot of them you probably out there, but Magic Mushies is probably definitely up there with one of my favorites.
It does have the natural caffeine.
Natural caffeine.
100 milligrams.
That's,
But it's only 100 milligrams, which is barely a cup of coffee worth.
Drop in the water now.
And the laser lime in cold water is really, really delicious. Also back in stock, we got Dimetize ISO 100 in the 5 pounds came back in stock. That was out of stock for a few weeks again. We only got it in chocolate and vanilla. Now, like all other proteins, it has had a price rise, but only $10.
Yeah, and then for a pure whey protein isolate,
it's a hydrolyzed isolate.
It's a hydrolyzed isolate. It is the most highest quality form of whey. So for £5 for $149.95, you're not getting, you're not getting out of pocket a lot.
ISO 100 used to be like, oh, this is a little bit of a premier protein. It's a bit expensive. Now it's one of the better value isolates, especially hydrolyzed isolates.
And it has a staying power. ISO 100 has been around for a long time.
Been around for a long time, and the flavors are really nice. But at the moment, we only got chocolate and vanilla came in, and we've got a few left in like vanilla, strawberry, and birthday cake and things like that. But they only got chocolate and vanilla back in stock for us. But that's in stock now, and it's only $149.95 compared to the price rises of some of the other products that have been around. Also, Redcon 1 Total War, we got that back in stock in 10 flavours across the board. Still $69.95. Still one of the OGs of the pre-workouts.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah, I still like every time I should bring one here because it is one of those pre-workouts that is still really, really good.
It's up there with Disorder in terms of
Disorder in terms of longevity. One of these original good hardcore pre-workouts. So back in stock in 10 different flavours. Coming soon, the Australian Muscle Shakers, they have landed.
Yes.
They're in Adelaide. I actually went to the customs broker yesterday, took all the forms and relative forms I had to do to have it released. I got an email this morning saying that they've got all the paperwork that they need, so it's going to be released. This was interesting. I went to the customs broker at Port Adelaide in this place where there must have been 100,000 cartons, containers. Where all the containers come in, where the customs do their release, inspections, everything. It was incredible, the amount of containers, the amount of trucks coming and going in and out of that place. It was a bit of an eye-opener, like all the goods that were coming in from overseas and were sitting there waiting to be cleared. And some of them would be obviously on the way out, some were coming in, but there was containers just stacked 10 high for as far as you could see it on the eye.
I couldn't think of a more anxiety-driven job.
Well, it was like, honestly. Then I went into the broker's office and it was a 2-story building just full of desks, like these little booths with people, and people just...
It's just like every one of those containers has hundreds of boxes, and in those boxes probably contain packages, and in those packages are singular items.
And like there was one thing this morning they messaged back and said, the bill of lading you've got compared to the original or whatever, the date has been 1 day out. We need you to get in touch with the the manufacturer so they can send back another one where that's got the date that is matching.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a head.
Well, no, it was really good. The company I'm dealing with, I emailed her and she actually messaged me back within about half an hour and had the correct paperwork.
Even better.
Said that there was just a office error, you know. But yeah, that should be, hopefully that's going to get released early next week.
Cool.
So we'll have some of those. Also, arms race nutrition, we spoke about that in the last video. That's actually been slated now as a release for July the 5th.
July 5th, so next week.
So that's next week, Wednesday?
Yes.
Tuesday.
Saturday being the 1st.
Yeah.
Friday being the 1st.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Tuesday. Now that means that they'll be, I think that's the importer saying that, okay, this is the release of the product. So I anticipate if we're lucky, we might have it at the end of this time next week.
Cool.
End of next week.
Still need to look up the ingredient profile on them. I haven't looked at them yet.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah. We'll do a full review on it and talk about it. But I mean, it's a relatively popular product. I had a look at the formulas. They're very good formulas, you know.
Yeah.
But that being said, everyone is coming in about it pre-workouts and said, oh, what's the best one? What's rah?
Yeah.
Effectively, they're all the same now because the companies have got those same ingredients to work with. They've got the guidelines that they can stay within. So there's not much difference between them people. You know?
No. It does come down to obviously what people's like caffeine tolerance is, stimulant tolerance is, flavor preference, price point.
Exactly.
That's one of the hardest questions. Well, not the hardest, but one of the most, like, what's the best X?
Yeah.
What's the best protein? What's the best pre-workout? What's the best fat burner? It's like,
we'll get in onto that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of pretty much what's new in the store. That's a good segue because I see this all the time, and we have spoken about this, and I just saw it again the other day. And I messaged back to this person, influencer, saying that the protein powder you're spruiking is the same as everything else. And she goes, no, it's got the least amount of calories. No, it's got the same amount of calories as everything else.
Small amount of serve?
Yeah, well it is. Like people just don't get that.
Again.
And it's frustrating then because these influencers start promoting this product. It's this because of X. Whereas no, and this was about the calorie content. Oh, it's only got 90 calories per serve. So well, then I looked up the product and the serving size is...
Like 20 grams? 15 grams?
20 grams.
20 grams, yeah. Okay.
20 grams. It was barely just under 100 gram serve. You know? Now, if you've got 4 calories per gram, people, of calories, carbohydrates and protein have 4 calories per gram. Fat has got 8.5. 8. Let's just call it 8. All right? So if you've got a product that is a high protein with minimal carbohydrates, it's going to have 4 calories per gram. If it's an 80 gram serve, it's going to be 20 grams.
20 grams.
Well, it's actually going to be less than that because some of that 80 grams is carbohydrates. There is still going to be 1 or 2 grams of carbs, etc. So that's how you're going to get your small calorie amount. If you use that same scoop on any other protein, it would
get practically
it'd be the same amount of calories. Exactly right.
Even in a mass
and this person couldn't get it. In the end, I had to give up. She didn't get, no, it's got less calories. No, it has. Mother Nature determines how many calories are in protein, but not supplement companies. Supplement companies determine it only by the serving size.
Yeah, I go off of per 100 grams.
Yeah.
Per 100
That's
grams.
That's what I tell everyone, that the 100 gram column is your most important column in protein. Not the serving size, the 100 gram column.
Yeah, because most proteins, sitting around 80 to 90%, give or take, it's a whey protein isolate. I think it's like around 86% for whey protein concentrates and 90% for isolates.
Yeah, obviously around 88 or whatever.
I mean, obviously there's the sweeteners, there's the flavors, there's the colors, that's all that sort of thing added in there, but yeah, just change your serving size. Like, if
it's a 40 gram serve, it's going to be around 130. 40 grams by 4. 160. Minus a few little bits and pieces. It's going to be around about the 150 calorie mark. All right? But if you have that same scoop in another protein powder, it's going to be the same again. As long as the profile is the same. But even if it's carbohydrates, it's still going to be the same. Because you've got 4 calories per gram. Well, we've told the story about the guy in the shop who came in and said, I'm going with this one because it's got 40 grams of protein per scoop. And I'm there, well, it's got the same as that one. He's going, no, that one's got only 27 grams. I'm there, but the scoop size is different. This conversation went on for half an hour until his mate even goes, what are you, a fucking idiot? Put it bluntly, you know. He just couldn't understand and get the concept. And I even brought the 100 gram column.
Yeah.
Look, we'll put the 100 gram column. They both have got 84 grams per 100.
Yeah.
They're the same. And he'd go, oh, okay, yeah, I see.
I'll take that one.
I'm going this one because it's got 40 grams per serve.
All right, okay, fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, just with the protein powders, and this boils down to the weight gainers.
Yep.
Every weight gainer has got the same amount of calories if you have a 100 gram serve.
Practically, yes.
It's going to have 400 odd calories. Give or take a few depending on the fat content. You know, they might put MCTs in there to bump up the calories, etc. But say if we take out that fat content and they all got, it doesn't matter. It's the serving size. And again, a guy go, I'm taking this one, it's got 1,600 calories per serve. I'm there, have a look at the serving size. It's like 7 coffee cups.
What was those ones that, like, you know, the true mass and the serious mass was like a 350 grams.
The serving size, the scoop is that big.
A tub,
And he says, like, take 3 scoops.
Yeah, it's like there's 14 serves in here for $99.95.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, what a bargain.
Yeah. You're better off just taking one little serve of 100 grams more often than one big serve. Anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But just the protein powders are all the same. The calories are all the same. You know, give or take 5 or 6
5, 10 grams giveaway, either way.
They're going to be the same. So just bear in mind with that. It's all about the serving size. All right. That really annoys me. And it really is like, there were some students in the shop the other day, like kids come from school, looking at stuff. And we went into this conversation with them, and I asked them, do they teach you nutrition at school? They go, no. These were high school kids. You've had like no nutrition training. They go, no. It really should be. And this is another thing we've spoken about so many times.
I've actually written a letter to the Minister of Health and the Minister of Education about this, and I got correspondence back from both of them, saying that it's like, oh, we have a set curriculum. It's like, but you're not teaching the things that could stop people.
No, it's like Seth Feroci always says, that schools don't teach life.
No,
like they don't teach people about balancing a budget. And things like that. Now, they did when I was in school. I can remember in school, we were taught how to write checks. We actually had fake checks and everything. And our teacher said, oh, you got an invoice for this much or an electricity bill, write out the check and all this. And we did that, but they don't do that anymore at all. Nobody writes checks anymore. But now it should be about how to do internet banking.
How to do taxes.
How to do taxes. Yeah, stock take. Speaking of stock take, we did stock take this morning. I hate this time of year.
Yes, but it's done and dusted, and you don't do it for 3 other stores now.
No, I must admit it's a lot quicker. But this year, because of the multitude of price rises that have happened, I have had to go through everything and change all the prices.
Yeah.
And, the stock take took us only an hour and a half, literally, but it's going to take me now the best part of the next 6 to 8 weeks of slowly just updating everything in the spreadsheet to reflect the prices and everything.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
So, anyway. Super Saturday this week.
It is.
Yes.
It is Super Saturday this week, yes.
Yeah, so Super Saturday this Saturday, but here at the gym, we generally do Super Saturday 425, which is 15% of our 12-month upfront membership. So 425, we generally start it tomorrow, but it started right now.
Yep, right now. The minute you see it, it's
the minute you see this video, we got 425 special, and that will run through until
Saturday.
Close the business. Now, you can afterpay your membership if you want to. Just get in touch with me or Adrian, and we'll explain to you how you can afterpay your membership.
Yeah.
And we'll even do the 425 on the afterpay. So
beautiful.
Valid now. In store and here at the shop gym as well, all supplements will be 15% off.
Yep.
So that'll be starting on Friday from 6 p.m. and running through until midnight on Sunday. Online, that's online, and in store it'll be Saturday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Beautiful.
When you go in store, a lot of people have said, oh, where do I put a code or anything? You don't have to put a code in there.
No, it's automatic.
The shop is set up, will be set up from 6 p.m. on Friday onwards, that whatever products that you put into the checkout will then automatically a 15% will be applied to it. And you'll see it on your thing that a discount comes up. The only things that are accepted are specials, stacks, boxes of bars and drinks and things like that. You know? Otherwise, everything else, 15% off. So get onto it. Good way to beat some of the price rises that have come in and are still coming in. There's still more coming in. Our merchant drop, we mentioned that last week. That will be going live hopefully Friday the 1st.
Friday the 1st?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we will send out emails, etc., to everyone. Keep an eye on our website and our social media pages. So what it is a website will go live. You go order the merchant you want, and then there'll be about a 3 or 4 week turnaround, and it comes in.
Yep, they're all made to order.
They're all made to order. And what's happened is we actually increased some of the lines. So what happened was we got hoodies like this coming in with a big logo. But you got a logo of a choice of a big logo, or then if you just want the small subtle logo. So that's on everything. So on all shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, crew necks, you got a choice of a big logo, or the small subtle logo.
I love crew necks. They're my favorite, one of my favorite things.
And lots of different colors to choose from and everything. So hopefully this will go live on Friday the 1st. If not, it will should definitely go on the Monday.
Beautiful.
And we'll run that for about 7 to 10 days.
Good.
And people can order their stuff. And there's t-shirts, and there's a ladies t-shirt. There's hoodies that go right down to ladies sizes, crew necks, pants, even a beanie. Hoodie jackets. So lots to choose from. So get on board, support our small business, our gym. That's it. Anything else?
I put a post yesterday on Instagram about people's warped sense of expectations in this industry.
I saw that, yes.
Which seemed to people agree with. Just because, I'll tell a story. I had a guy join up a few days ago and complain that he hasn't got the results he wanted. His chest hasn't grown in X amount of time, and he's been training really, really hard. And I'm like, well, how long have you been training for? He goes, oh, wow, now, 3 months. I looked at him like, 3 months? He's like, how long have you been training for? I said, over 10 years. He's like, and like I wrote in the post, is his face wasn't from, oh, wow, that long. It went from, like I can't get what I want straight away. And I blame this exclusively
Carry on.
Okay, sorry. I said exclusively just because of social media. I honestly do believe everyone, like especially new trainers these days, they want to get the results yesterday. They want to, be ripped, 110 kilos.
Well, this boils down to what I was just talking about, that you're not learning about nutrition and how to read labels. Well, people aren't learning how to train. Either. Like there is an actual protocol to that as well. So learn how to train. I've always said, and we've talked about this so many times, is that if you do everything right in your training, say you do everything right, don't miss workouts, eat all your meals, do your nutrition is right, and do that consistently, in 5 years' time, you'll have a good physique.
You can look back and go,
in 10 years' time, you can have a great physique.
And in that 10 years, you can not train for 2 weeks and lose nothing. 2-3 weeks and lose nothing.
Right. But that's if you do everything right. And commit to it 100%, and This 5 years and you might have an all right physique.
This is a marathon. It is not a sprint. I mean, you can use certain things to make it a sprint, but by doing that, you might decrease your life expectancy a little bit.
And look, if you do go the enhanced route, you might cut that 5 years down to 2 or 3 to get a good physique. But then to move from that good physique to great physique, it's still going to take you another 5 years, even if you are enhanced.
You still have to lay that groundwork and lay that foundation down
you
properly.
still have to do everything right. You still have to train right. You still have to eat right. You have to do everything right. And you might knock off, I think, 3 or 4 years off that 10 years. Really? You agree?
Yes, I do. Have you heard of something? There's something called the Casey Butt formula. It is a equation, and you can look it up on Google, and it's an equation that you can use to estimate your maximum genetic potential based on your measurements of your neck, wrist, ankles, chest. It is an incredible bit of technology, or not technology, but mathematical equations where it gives you your average muscle grown over X amount of time might be this much. I actually did this exact thing maybe a few weeks ago, and I got the measuring tape out and I measured my neck, my chest, my arm, my forearm, ankle, wrist, quad, and according to all the measurements that I put in, my maximum genetic potential based on my physical structure that is based on bodybuilders, I am 97%.
97%
to my genetic potential, to my max muscle I can grow naturally.
Oh, right.
Yep.
And there is a genetic ceiling, and generally a natty person will reach that at a certain time. And then I think it's a matter of refinement.
Yeah. I mean, it does break down.
I think you can refine your physique.
Oh, yeah. It does break down to, what's overdeveloped, what's undeveloped, what needs to come up in that.
Yeah.
One thing was my neck, but I don't think I can get my neck to be bigger unless I do neck exercises. But other than that, it was very interesting, and I don't know if it was a little bit off-putting, because I've reached my max.
Yeah.
But it's more of things like, cool, I've reached the genetic point where it's going to be very, very difficult for me to put Irk at that last 3%.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that I've done.
Another 5 years.
Yeah, another 5-10 years I'll get there. But it's very interesting. It's called Casey Butt formula.
Yeah, well, they used to use that, and I think this is an old school formula, because they used to talk about that in the early days of bodybuilding in the 60s and 70s. Vince Gironda, have you heard of Vince Gironda? He was one of the first few trainers really of anybody, and competed himself a few more times. He used to go by this neck, calf, arm, waist formula measurement. He used to talk about it all the time.
Interesting.
And Larry Scott, the first Mr. Olympia, was the same.
Very interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that they would train to make sure, I think it was like your neck, bicep and calves are the same size. They
have to be very, like
a circumference. Apparently that creates the perfect aesthetics.
Like your biceps should match your calves, your quads should match your hamstrings, your chest should I know that one. They talk about it in length and pumping iron. It's like something
exactly right.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. The girls don't worry about that these days. They just want to get the biggest ass they can.
Yeah, 25 feet around.
Yeah. That's another topic which I quickly I saw Corey Everson.
Yes.
We spoke about Corey Everson.
Yes.
We want to get Corey's mural. She was one of the first early Olympias, won it multiple times. And she's still active on social media. And she posted about what's happening to the girls these days. That they're going out with their proportions so much lower body compared to upper body, Yeah.
She's in her 60s now?
And looks phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, I follow her. Oh, yeah, I follow her, 100%.
Looks still really living the bodybuilding lifestyle. So, that was another interesting one. Anyway, we've gone on enough.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. As per normal, this episode is brought to you by Australian Muscle and Australian Muscle the Gym and Australian Muscle Online.
With free Australia-wide delivery.
We're still doing free Australia-wide delivery. And don't forget, Super Saturday this weekend. Take advantage and get your 15% off with free delivery Australia-wide.
Yep.
Got any questions? Just hit us up on our socials and we'll answer them next week. That's it.
That's it.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.